Hey everyone, thank you for choosing to spend time out of your day to listen to today's episode. I'm your host, Zachary Aird, and let's get this playing. So today's today's guest is McKay Bundy, which I would say is a good teammate. I'm going to say that.
I try my best, man.
Yeah, he tries his best. See, that's what makes a good teammate. He's trying. But McKay Bundy, not Ted Bundy. McKay Bundy.
No, I actually have some friends that call me Ted.
Yeah, they call you Teddy.
But I swear, I've done genealogy. I'm not related to Ted Bundy, I swear.
Yeah, he doesn't kill animals right now. It's not in the early stage. He's not like Ev in our last episode hunting. But yeah, McKay, if you want to say who you are, why you're here at Ottawa.
Yeah, so like you said, my name is McKay Bundy. I'm here playing basketball. I'm on the basketball team with Zach and the other players that were previously on the podcast. And I'm just here to play basketball, get my degree,
and dip.
pretty much. I mean,
yeah.
I like playing basketball, so that's this was my only offer coming out of JUCO, so I took it, and it has worked out well for me so far.
So I got two things. The first thing is it's kind of weird that when our coach recruits, we get like multiple people. Yeah. But your situation is different of like, hey, Kia's free, available. Do you want him to come with us too? Yeah. But then we've always had like groups come in, like whether it was Weston and Josh, Joe, and now Alex, and you, and now Key. Like, it's just weird to have that dynamic of like bringing a friend in.
Yeah, because I mean, we play basketball our life, so like the coaches can use us to find other good players. Yeah, so it just like works out perfectly.
Yeah, or like our exit interviews, like, oh, is that kid available? I'm like, I don't know. Let me go ask him, and then he's on the team, just like how you guys done. Second thing is the very first time that I ever met you was during like an open gym, but our open gyms were serious. I'm not saying they're not serious now. Yeah. But we would do drills before open gym.
Yeah, I remember that.
And so the very first drill was you and a couple guys. I don't know if I could say his name, but it was Max.
Yeah.
It was Max who was teammates with our other teammate, Alex.
Yeah.
So then Max was on our team, and you guys are going through drills, and I just got in the gym, got out of class early, open gym, so I was getting my shots up, form shooting. And I remember seeing on the other side, and I was like, who is this white kid? Like, clear, like, no tan. I said, he's not from Cali because he has no tan, right? Later, find out that you're from Modesto. Yeah. But anyway.
NorCal.
Yeah, NorCal. They don't get much sun up there, I guess.
They get plenty of sun. I just don't get it outside.
Yeah, you're just not outside. But yeah, so the funny thing, I was like, man, who is this white? Like, what is coach doing? Like, we got the whitest of white boys. And as I'm thinking this, like, shooting, I just see you rise up on Max, like, dunk it. And I was like, huh?
We were doing, like, a one-on-one drill. It's like you guys are both at the three-point line, and then, like, the defender gives you the ball, and you take it. And the goal is to just, like, get to the tip of the rim as fast as you can. And
and you took it personal and
put it in the rim. It was, like, my very first drill, like, first play there and everything. And I was just like,
and I remember seeing your dad, like your dad was just like, oh, that's another McKay kind of, that's a Bundy thing, I guess. Yeah. But did your dad play basketball or?
Yeah. He played basketball.
He said
he got cut from his sophomore team, and then he stopped playing.
Oh, he stopped.
He was a baseball and like soccer guy.
Okay, so that's where you get your baseball from. Yeah. Because knowing you love, or you always talk about baseball. Yeah. You and Alex.
That's what I played growing up, and that's what was what I thought I was going to do long term. It wasn't until like my sophomore year of high school. I was like, I think I like basketball more. And
what made you get out of like baseball, kind of?
Nothing really. I just liked basketball more. It wasn't like anything about baseball.
Yeah.
I just enjoyed playing basketball more, and I wasn't as good at basketball, so like I could work on things, if that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like you didn't like not being good at something. Yeah. In a way, so you wanted to work harder.
Yeah, that's exactly what.
You don't want to be like complacent in baseball. So I never seen you play. Are you? Yeah,
I mean, I'm solid. I like to think I'm pretty good. I mean, I'm a lefty pitcher.
Yeah, that's what like a team needs.
6'4", so it's like a good like pitcher build, and like I didn't throw the hardest, but I was probably like in the 80, 81 miles. It was like 80, 81 miles per hour. But I was a lefty. I had good control and like decent off speed, so like I probably wouldn't have gone like Division I or anything like that. Probably like JUCO, maybe get to like a Division II.
Yeah, maybe you can end your auto career and just go straight 4 years of.
I've actually thought about that. Like after this year, instead of playing basketball this last year, play baseball. But I don't think that's gonna happen.
Coach is like, oh, that's not an option. Because
if I get my arm back in shape, I think I could start throwing good again. Yeah.
So pitching, how is pitching so unique to who you are? Because I know pitchers are supposed to be like
Well,
just throw the ball.
It's more a mental battle than anything, because it's like you're gonna give up a home run and then you don't have any time to like sulk about it. Like you got to go right back into the next batter. So it's like it's a mental battle every single pitch. And like if you throw a ball one time, you got to come back to the next pitch and like refocus, throw a strike or throw a good pitch. And location is everything. Like you got catchers, communicate. It's a lot going on when you're pitching. So it can be difficult, but that's why I enjoyed it so much. And my coaches from a young age, that's what was my hardest battle, was the mental aspect of pitching. And my one of my travel ball coaches, Tim Raposa, he would always talk to me about developing routine before games, and when you're out there, like being a dog when you're out there, like mentally tough and all that. So that's where I kind of developed all that.
Do you have like a pregame routine before basketball? Not a superstitious, like I got to do this, or if this doesn't happen, I'm not gonna play good today. Do you have one of those?
Not really a routine, but sometimes like when listening to music, right? So like if I listen to a certain genre of music before a game and I play good, I'll keep listening to that genre of music until I play bad again. Then I'll change it. And if I play good, so I'll just like keep doing. That's like one thing, because I'm kind of superstitious a little bit. Yeah. So
what's the longest genre?
Christmas music.
Christmas music?
I was back in December, like not that long ago. Like I had a stretch of games where I scored like 19, like 12, 14. Like I was playing pretty good and like doing everything
Christmas
right.
Music?
Yeah, because it was around Christmas time, so I was like, I'm just gonna listen to some Christmas music, and I was playing well, so I kept it going even after Christmas. And then I had a bad game, and I was like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah. What was there a certain song?
Nah, I would just go to Apple Music and look up like the Christmas Essentials playlist.
Yeah, Mariah Carey.
Yeah,
all I want to see.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I used to pitch, but I wasn't a good pitcher.
You look like a catcher to me.
Yeah, but I'm a lefty, so like catcher, I'm gonna hit the guy in the batter box with the ball. It's not making it to second base. Yeah. So my dad used to coach, and I used to play like second base. But once again, as a lefty, I have to like turn my whole body and all that.
That's hard.
It never worked. Can't be a first baseman because I'm not
tall enough.
Yeah, I'm not 6 foot.
No offense. Sorry.
Yeah. So then I was like a center, left field. Don't put me in right field, like I said last episode. Yeah. But yeah. But I never developed that routine. I was always in my head when I pitched. So I was like, this is not for me.
Yeah. Pitching was my favorite thing to do, because I played outfield and first base too. I wasn't a great hitter. I was a decent hitter. So that's why pitching was always what I focused on. You were like a 6'7"
in the batters, or were you like a...
I'm not 6'7", but...
No, were you 6'7" in the lineup? I mean, yeah, he's like, I'm not 6'7", like you're my teammate.
In the lineup?
Yeah, I was like, what, are you good?
It depends. Like, I mixed it up a lot. Like, there's sometimes I'd bat like second, sometimes I'd bat fifth, sixth, seventh. 10. I batted last probably a couple times, but I was usually like 6 or 7 is right where I was at. I could get on base and hit some singles, double here and there. I wasn't like hitting dingers and stuff.
So you kind of went over it about switching from baseball to basketball because you wanted to get good at something that you weren't. Was there another reason why you started playing basketball, or what like inspired you to go into basketball? Because you made it to college, which is some people don't.
Didn't really play a lot of basketball growing up. Like when I was like younger, like elementary school days, like I just like play on the blacktop with my friends at lunch and stuff.
Mess around.
Play in the driveway and stuff. And it wasn't until like 7th grade, my middle school, I wanted to join my middle school team. So I was like, I'm just gonna go out and play. Like I was like decent when I'd play on the blacktop and stuff, and I could shoot the ball. So I was like, I'm just gonna go out and try out. And I did. I made it. I was like pretty solid. 8th grade came, I was pretty solid. And then I got to high school, and our coach, my high school coach, like he gathers up all the freshmen like before the season, like right at the end of 8th grade, so like the end of May, and he does like a workout with all the freshmen. He tells like them the summer program, and the summer program was tough. Like it's like every single day, like 2 times a day.
What consisted of it? Like
it was like we go like in the mornings and do like some individual work, and then
you're in 8th grade.
Oh, 8th grade going into freshman year, and they do it with like the 9th, 10th, 11th, like it's all together, like the freshman team, JV team, senior or varsity team. And you go like morning, do like individual work, stuff like that. And at night you go like as a team and like learn the offense and like all that stuff like that. And he just instilled like, if you work the hardest, you will be good. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna work the hardest, and then I'm gonna be the best player. Like that was my mindset going into it. So that's why I like it so much.
Do you have like a certain story of what happened like middle school or like freshman year? You know, everyone has a story.
Yeah, freshman year. So I was practicing with the varsity team not in the summer, it was like in the fall, like beginning of the season. And we have a drill called Team Fire. It's similar to the drill, you know, the 20 pass drill.
Oh, yeah.
It's similar to that, but it's like a lot more intense. So like it's 5-on-5,
Mm-hmm.
and like you pass it in, and you get no dribbles, and you have to like break the press basically. So they're just like pressing you, and like they're not calling any fouls either. It's basically like a football drill. So they're just like hacking you and
on
stuff.
The court.
And the goal is to like build toughness and like be strong,
resilience,
with the ball.
and like, yeah.
So I'm like with all these seniors, and I'm like 5'6", like 100,
oh, so
like
you're
20,
small?
Yeah, I was a small. I didn't grow till like junior, senior year. So I was like,
oh wow,
small.
you lucky.
And I'm with all these like seniors, and the ball is loose on the floor. So I dive on the loose ball, and like I'm holding it, and one of the seniors just comes up and like is trying to grab and rip the ball, and he's like lifting me up, throwing me on the floor, and I'm just like trying to hold on for dear life. And then finally he gets it, like lifts me up and like swings me, and I like slip, and he gets the ball, and then we keep going. But I was like, dang, like this is for real. Like,
yeah, you're in high school now.
Like these guys are bigger, stronger, faster than me. Like I gotta go hard.
Was your high school like the 4 years? Because I know some schools do the K through.
Yeah, it was 4. It was 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th.
Oh, okay.
It was normal.
And
I consider that normal.
You graduated the same year as me, right? 2019.
Yeah, 2019. The last greatest class.
Last greatest
classes
class.
after that were in.
Dang, is that a shot at like some of our guys on our team?
Yeah. All the 2020 graduates.
Yeah,
they didn't get a graduation.
Yeah, prom. They didn't get any. They bought their suits, but
they didn't get no prom.
Dancing in the virtual. Yeah. I talked about last episode on how hard COVID was. Did COVID do anything for like I'm not saying like or anything sad, but like did COVID change anything of your plans for basketball?
It changed my plans a lot because I was in JUCO and COVID happened right around the playoff time. So we were rolling, like we were on a 17-game winning streak. We were in the Sweet 16. We beat the team in the Sweet 16, and we were going to go to West Hills Lemoore, which is where like the finals were, like the Elite Eight,
where
Final
everyone meets
Four,
to play,
and state championship. Yeah, so we were going to play in the Elite Eight, and the day before we were like going to leave to go to West Hills and play our game.
Mm-hmm.
This whole season got canceled, and we were all sitting in our apartment because at JUCO we had like 10, 12 players. 5 of us stayed in one apartment, 5 of us stayed in the other. So we all like met up at one of the apartments and we're like, Brad, like, what do we do?
Yeah.
We did like, do we go home? Like,
yeah.
School's canceled. Like, we didn't know what to do. Like, the season's canceled. So we were all just like sitting there, and I ended up going home that day, and
it just ended.
Never played with that team again. Nothing.
Dang. Like, you guys said your goodbyes, but was it like a?
Yeah, well, we didn't know. We thought we might come back because, like, at that time they were saying like, oh, it's just gonna be like 2 weeks and then we'll be back. So we were like, okay, maybe we're gonna play again. So like we were all like still in touch. Like our coaches were texting us and stuff like that.
Yeah, like be ready.
Yeah,
be ready for suicides.
I hope not, but yeah, and we never.
And that was the hard. That was the hard coach. The one you guys.
Yeah, that was Ed Maddock. But he, at the time of playoffs, he got put on administrative leave, so he wasn't coaching us at the time. Our assistant coach was. But yeah, but we were rolling. I think we would have won it all, or at least gotten to the championship game.
Gotten far.
Because our team was really close, and we had been through a lot together. So.
Mm-hmm. So I have another story, and it was just last summer. I mean, it's not a story, but it's just like my next question is, what inspires you to keep coming to play basketball? You know, everyone has like a reason why they're playing basketball, but I saw through you that you could have went home over the summer, you know, enjoyed your summer, work out with the pan flip, you know, all that, but you decided to stay. You know, you decided to stay and go to weights, and usually our weights isn't that easy in the summer because someone's watching you. You could, like, if I was going back to home, I'm not doing I wouldn't do the workout. Yeah. But since seeing you, like, people that are supposed to be home and seeing you stay at school, I was like, man, there's no reason why I shouldn't. That's what I was telling myself. Yeah. Like, if he's going, then I should be going, you know, because my home is here. So I could spend an hour of my day. I forgot who I was telling that to. I think it was Josh. But I was saying, like, there's no reason why I should.
Yeah.
So that kind of inspired me over the summer. But what inspires you to keep coming?
I knew, like, this offseason was going to be big for me. Like, the season didn't go exactly how I thought it was going to go, like, this last season. Like, I played a good amount and all that. So I was like, I need to come and work harder. And, like, after we lost in, like, the second round of the national tournament, I was like, I don't want that to happen again. So I was like, I'm going to stay this summer, work out, get strong, like, do what I need to do to improve myself this year. And I think it's helped a lot. Like, I've improved a lot. So
there's some pictures that I've seen, like, I forgot. I think it was your dad, but I think I was like maybe, what's it called when you're checking someone's Instagram?
Yeah, stalking?
Stalking, yeah. I wasn't stalking your dad. But I remember, like, his account, so I just went on it. And seeing pictures from last year, and you were, like, kind of skinny.
Yeah.
To this year, I was like, Jesus, like.
Yeah, because I put on,
someone
like.
give him a drug test. Like,
I was, like, at the beginning of last season, I was probably, like, 190.
Yeah.
And then before this season started, I was, like, 205. So I probably put on, like, 15 pounds.
Yeah, straight 15 pounds of muscle.
I like to think it's all muscle.
Yeah. All muscle, but no tan is what you got. You were in Arizona all summer. You got a little tan.
When we were doing them sled pushes, I was getting tan.
Yeah, sled pushes. Jesus. Yeah. You got to do that next year.
Unfortunately.
Unless you do baseball. But that's not going to happen.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing the sled pushes. It'll be a great time.
I'll be right there next to you. But
yeah, coaching me.
Yeah, I'll probably be like rubbing spray tan on you. Like, come on, man, we need to get good lighting next year. Like filming stuff. It's like, oh, we know who McKay is.
Yeah, just look for the whitest person on the floor. And that's me.
Yeah, not the court though. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that. Yeah, like you're running in front of the scores table and it's just like, oh my god, a jersey just floating. I'm like,
it's a floating jersey.
Yeah. Who is that? Ice him. Or sorry, not icing. I mean.
Yeah, no ice here, just heat.
Yeah, no scout. So the funny thing about you is that you not sleep in, but you're always sleeping, but that you sleep early. I mean,
like I go to sleep early.
Yeah, you go to sleep early.
I like going to sleep early and waking up early. I don't know. I've just always done that.
Yeah.
My parents always would tell me to go to sleep.
Go to bed at 7.
And like all throughout high school, like I would always have to wake up super early for like, cause I had like Bible study stuff for my church.
Oh, okay.
And then during quarantine, I was like, man, like I don't have anything to do, so I'd like go to sleep at like 8, and I wake up at like 5. Wake up, like run a mile, like I just like starting my day off right. Mm-hmm. And I feel like if I sleep in, I'm just like wasting my day, and I feel lazy.
Yeah.
And I don't
wake
like to
up
feel
at
lazy.
12.
I don't like to feel lazy, so.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah, so I'd wake up early and get stuff done.
Because when I was looking for this question, I was like, there has to be a question I can ask him about sleeping, because you sleep so early. So we can go 2 ways, and it was the first one. I want to learn more about like the religion that you were brought up into and how it relates, if you want to. And then the second one, when I was asking about sleeping, is because we don't know why we sleep. Because we know why we're sleeping. You know what I mean? It's like get good rest, get good circulation, blood to the brain.
A lot of people don't get good sleep because they drink caffeine.
Oh,
caffeine messes up your sleep.
I
was actually just watching a TikTok about this. They said it's fine. Like if you're drinking it in the morning, it's not bad.
Yeah.
But like you shouldn't be drinking caffeine like
every day. There's a couple
like,
shots to our teammates again. That's already 2, McKay.
Because it affects your sleep, and you want to get good sleep. I want to get like, you've seen those like watches where like you can wear it when you're sleeping and like tracks your sleep score.
Like the Ring or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
I want to track my sleep score to see how, because I feel like I get good sleep every night.
There's a funny story that I have about my brother, and he bought this new bed. It's like, I don't know how much it was, but it was in the thousands area. Like, you know, the ones that like go up and stuff. Yeah. But when you're sleeping on it, it'll like go down and compress to how your body is.
Yeah.
So then we were all in Cali going to Disneyland, and my brother left the thing on, and it was calculating someone sleeping on the bed
really?
While we were all away from the house. So we don't know. I'm getting goosebumps. But we don't know why, like who was on the bed. We don't have a dog at the time. So who was on his bed?
So there's just a random person on your bed.
And it was a joke because on his phone he gets all the tracking, like if they hit REM sleep. So I get whoever was sleeping, the ghost got REM sleep, the best sleep of its life. Like he was taking advantage. Like
another thing. Sorry, I got this fan blowing on me, so I was just thinking about it.
Yeah.
I have to sleep cold. Like I gotta be like freezing when I sleep.
I do too.
Because I will start sweating like bullets when I'm sleeping.
Yeah, I'm not trying to wake up in the middle of the night drenched.
Yeah, I can't. Like it's got to be like 65 or below.
Yep.
I'd rather have a fan pointed right on me. I was watching Shark Tank, and they had like this product where like you put the cooler inside your bed, it like blows cool air. I was like, bro, I need to get that. I would sleep so good if I had that.
That's for some hyperhidrosis people though, like just constantly sweating. I might need that because I'm always sweating. But
I sweat pretty easily, but it's mainly when I sleep. Like
you sweat a lot in your sleep.
Yeah.
Are you doing anything before you sleep to make you sweat?
No, I just like. There's times
just cranking out push-ups.
There's just times I just wake up and I just start sweating, and I'm just like, why was I just like sweating? I just get hot when I sleep. I don't know why.
Maybe your nervous system's not like regulated. You know what I mean? Like it's not.
Nah, you know what I do before I go to sleep? I tense up every single muscle in my body. Because I read somewhere that like people in the military do that or something. Like they tense up every single muscle.
It's like a muscle relax. Yeah.
And then like after I do it, I feel like so calm and so relaxed. Like.
Well, usually athletes do that. Athletes would usually, if you tense up from like toes up, before a game. Like, you know how you get nervous before a game? Let's say it's the championship game. And as I'm explaining this to you, you're going to start getting, like, your blood pressure a little high. Like, championship game against the top team in the nation in Kansas. Like, you know, your blood pressure's going up right now. But a way you can do that in the locker room is tensing up from your toes up. So, like, tensing every muscle in your body so that it feels relaxed.
Yeah. It feels
I remember learning that. But
it feels great doing that.
So you do that right before bed? Like, you just, like, don't talk to me. I'm just...
Yeah.
You're flexing.
Like, you can ask, like, my girlfriend. Like, my girlfriend knows when I'm going to go to sleep. Like, as soon as I do that, she's like, oh, great, he's going to sleep now.
Yeah. She's like thinking you're like a puppy. Like, you know, they're just spinning around in circles. Yeah. They find a spot.
As soon as I put my phone up to go to sleep, that's right what I do. And I usually fall asleep, like, minutes. Like, it doesn't take me long to fall asleep. I just close my eyes and I'll usually fall asleep in a couple minutes. But I can't sleep during the day well. I can only sleep at night.
Yeah, I hate naps. Because how you are to sleeping in, I am with naps. If I take a nap, I feel like I just wasted. Yeah. Because those naps, I feel like, only come because, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to learn how to do naps, so like the 14-minute nap, Navy SEAL.
I only take naps if I know I'm going to be up late and I know I have nothing to do. Like, if I have stuff to do, I just feel like, oh, like, I could, like, do that instead of taking a nap. So I just, like, don't do it. Like
a game tonight, you would take, like, a 30-minute nap.
I could take, like, a 30-minute nap.
Yeah. But then if it was, like, we got home Saturday night and it's Sunday and I got the whole day, but I take a nap, like a 3-hour nap, I'm pissed because that's my day off.
Yeah, I'm going to feel like I didn't do anything. Like, it's my day off. I should be, like, doing something, even if I'm just like laying in bed. Like, at least I'm laying in bed and not like just asleep. I don't know, that's just how I think about it. But
so back to you want to go the religion route or do you not want to?
I mean, we can.
Okay.
I'm not the most educated on it, if I'm being completely honest. I know I grew up
he's like so if you want to talk about the religion you're in, because I never knew until last year.
I think so. I'm part of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, which is like Mormons basically. They don't call them Mormons anymore because like it's like a bad rep now.
It's apparently like a stigma behind it.
Yeah, so that's what our official name is, like LDS Mormon, whatever. But yeah, that's the religion I'm part of. I grew up in it.
So did you do the whole like, you know, go to house to house? Did you do that?
I didn't go on a mission. I didn't want to. My sister did that. She went to Uruguay, but I didn't.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
And you can go anywhere, right?
Yeah, you don't get to pick where you go. It's like the people like the higher up, I guess you could say, like the people more like higher in the church, like they pick where each person goes.
That just reminded me because I don't know if I was stalking. I probably was stalking. But your dad had posted a picture in front of the 9/11 towers.
Yeah, he went to he was on a mission during that. He went to New York for his mission.
Dang,
so that's lucky. He said that was really he said it was cool. He always has a lot of stories about that.
Yeah.
He said staying in the apartments, he always sees big old rats running around and stuff like that.
No. There's a little chihuahua.
He actually has a picture of a fireman, like a New York city like fire department person. And he says he's pretty sure that I don't mean to get like dark, like he died in like the 9/11 attacks. Yeah, so he always thinks that's cool. Like, he has that picture, and then he has the.
He should probably like find that family member, like like hey, this.
Yeah, he's tried to like find who it was and like the name of the person, and he thinks he found it. I don't remember the name of the dude, but he thinks he found who the dude was. Like, he matched up pictures, and it said it looks a lot alike, and he said he's pretty sure that he passed away in the attacks.
Maybe he could like post on Twitter. You know how people find other people on Twitter, like, oh, that's my dad, or.
My dad's really into like every single day, like year on 9/11, he sends us like videos to watch and stuff like that because he thinks it's like not cool, but like
it's such like a remarkable point.
He lived there, and then that happened like not too long after. Like, he was there and like
because you were born in 2001 too.
Yeah, I was born but he was there at like 91, 92 or something like that. That's when he was in New York.
Yeah. It's just like weird to be like something happened where you were at, kind of.
Yeah, like he used to live there. Like, he lived there for 2 years of his life, so like. He like you grow attached to like some places when you live there. So
yeah,
I think he's only been back like one time.
Have you ever been in New York?
No.
Have you ever been anywhere outside of U.S. or like Hawaii? I mean,
no. I've been to California, Arizona, obviously, Nevada, Utah, Idaho.
All the places that
Colorado, yeah. All the places I travel for basketball.
Oregon.
That's it.
Kansas, maybe.
The only place I lived in California. That's the only place I've lived. California, and then I've lived here now.
You like Arizona or no?
I like Arizona better than California.
Because I would rather live in Cali, but if it was a nice part, you know what I'm talking about? Like
if I lived in like Southern California, if I had money and like lived in Southern California, I'd want to probably do that because it's like the weather's nice down there. There's a lot of cool stuff to do, but I'm in Northern California. It's like it's not bad, but it's not like great.
Yeah.
You know?
So one thing that we have in common, or I mean, we probably have a lot of things in common, basketball and all.
Yeah.
But that you live in Modesto.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess I could say that, but don't say your address, please.
No, I'm not gonna say my address. But yeah,
He's like, oh yeah, I live on on this street. But my grandpa as well lives in Modesto, and I thought that was just pretty cool. Like, out
Small
of any
world.
of any place in Cali, you
Yeah.
live in Modesto as well.
That's where my parents grew up. My parents' grew up there, and we lived there. My parents want to move, but I don't know. They always say they want to move, and they never do. So
yeah, that's how my parents is. Like, we're gonna move, and then they moved a surprise. I'm like, oh my god, it's like I don't like this place. But,
Yeah.
you know, they did it for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Modesto, I kind of like it, but it's just
It's not bad. It's like there's nice parts and there's bad parts to
Yeah.
it. Like I'm in like northern Modesto, almost close to like Riverbank. I don't know if you NorCal people might know where Riverbank's at, but that's kind of where I'm at. It's a decent part of Modesto. If you go to like the west side of Modesto, it's not great. Downtown Modesto isn't great. There's some other nice parts, but like Del Rio's pretty nice. They got some big houses over there. But yeah, it's just like a bunch of like orchards and stuff there. It's not like a farm city. Like there's like 300,000 people there, but it's the valley. So like the valley's known for like farms and stuff.
Yeah,
so.
because I remember driving to my grandpa's like house, and it was like trees, but I felt like we were driving through the farm, like not a farm, but like the trees are just like those movie scenes of like couples are running through.
Yeah.
You know, but it was like the small trees, and I was just like, where are we at? Because it was like a street. It's like our Phoenix right now, but you know, it's just dirt around us.
Yeah, except it's all the trees.
Instead it's trees,
That's
and I was like,
you'll just be driving down the road, there'll just be like trees.
yeah,
trees,
that's
and
I don't like that.
a lot of them are like nut trees.
Oh.
Like they grow nuts on them.
Oh yeah,
Because like Modesto has like a big almond factory. And,
Okay.
like they produce a lot of almonds in Modesto, so there's a lot of like nut trees, almond trees, or whatever.
Yeah, nut trees, almond trees, cashew trees.
I think almonds grow on trees. No, I'm almost certain they do. Right?
Yeah, they do.
I'm pretty sure they do.
My fact checker over there. He like wait. The nut checker over there. I mean. But so back to you were saying like you don't really know much about your religion, and then we were talking about death.
Yeah.
What do you think happens after death? And you could say you're really because there's things it's unknown. So like
I don't know.
Really know.
I think after you die, your spirit leaves your body and you go to heaven. Well, my religion believes you go and like to I think it's a spiritual paradise or whatever, and then like once Judgment Day happens, there's 3 kingdoms of glory you can go to. It's like the celestial kingdom is the highest degree of glory, terrestrial kingdom, and then celestial kingdom. And the goal is to make it to the celestial kingdom because that's where like you can be together with your family again, and like all that good stuff.
But
and
that's
the
if your
2
other family member makes it in there too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can live with your family, and the people from the celestial kingdom can like go down and visit, but you can't go up, like type stuff, like up.
You can only go
degrees of
down?
glory. Yeah, but like go down and visit. Like you're not like staying there. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's crazy.
But like, I mean, I don't know. It's just like
Yeah.
one thing. But like, it's a similar concept, like heaven and hell. Like
Yeah,
it's
'cause
all
I'm-
like it's all the
yeah.
same, but just like different like branches.
But now,
off.
yeah, you have branches. Because
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure mine. I'm not pretty sure, but I'm pretty sure mine is heaven or hell, and then like Catholicism, Catholics believe there's the purgatory, heaven and hell, so that you could pray for those people who are stuck.
Yeah.
And then I've always had the theory of like, what if this here on earth is purgatory, because aren't we still waiting for heaven? Or I don't want any Catholicism
I don't
people
know.
coming into the comments, but
Thinking about after death is scary, but I don't know.
Yep.
But like Mormons is just a branch of Christianity, so a lot of like the doctrine is similar. Like it's not too different. It's almost like not the
Yeah.
exact same, but
because I've
close
always
to
had that
it.
argument with my family. Like we'll be eating dinner and they hate me because I try to ask those like questions that are unknown, and then they answer it to their best capability, and I'm over here like, nope, that's not right. Like this is what's right.
Yeah.
But I've always been like that type of person. But I've always said that I just felt like religions have always intertwined with each other, and of like, what if our ending goal is the same?
I think
know
the
what I'm
end goal
talking
is the same for
Yeah,
everyone.
everyone.
I think at the end of the day, you just got to try to like be a good person.
Be a
You
good
gotta,
person.
Like if you do that, you'll be fine. Like I know like certain religions say you have to do certain things and this and that, but I think if you're just a good person,
Yeah.
and you don't like,
And whoever God is gonna be like.
yeah, he's gonna be like he
Yeah.
lived a good life, and I think that's all
The
you
key.
can do. Yeah.
So that's funny that you said that, because is that what you think the key to a fulfilling life is, or?
Yeah, I mean, I think the key to fulfilling life is finding like something you love to do, like follow your passion and your goals. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because if you're stuck doing something your whole life, like
Not liking.
not liking it, then you're never gonna like feel fulfilled. So like chase after something you love. Like for me, like I love playing basketball and stuff, and like I want to coach and I want to be around the game for a long time. So that's what I want to try to do. And like for you, like the weight room stuff and like stuff like this, like you're out there pursuing your dreams. I mean, I think it's hard to feel like fully fulfilled. Like people are always gonna want more, but I feel like you can just do your best and like find things you love, and that is the best way to feel fulfilled. And developing good relationships, I think, is important too, to having a fulfilled life. Like a lot of people don't like keep up with their relationships, and having good relationships with people is important in life.
And I feel like that's so important with basketball because it's like a small world where now I know you for these 3 years that I've known you, 2 years, and now, you know, in the future, someone's gonna know you, and I'll be like, oh, I know Bundy too, and it's just gonna be a crazy world where.
And you're also like developing connections too, like
like networking.
When you develop these good relationships, like if I ever like my high school coach, junior college coach, like I have a really good relationship with them. So if I ever needed like a job or something, like I can call them and help them out because I developed that good relationship with them.
Do they need a strength coach or?
No, they don't be.
Yeah, they do their own thing, right?
There's no strength coaches at my high school and JUCO either. It's just my head coach did it all for himself.
Yeah. Because I remember seeing the video of that one coach, like bleeding.
Yeah, when he was doing his hang cleans.
Hang cleans. I'm
it was
not
his
doing
40th
that ever.
birthday, and he does each birthday. He does the amount of hang cleans he is old without dropping it. That's like
so goal. When he was 1 year old, it was it was probably hard for him. He's just like a little baby, just like the mom started it.
He didn't do it our year though. He said we didn't deserve it, but so I didn't get to witness it.
He's like COVID came, y'all don't deserve it.
Nah, well, he does it before the season because his birthday's on 9/11. So,
dude, that's so dang. Okay, so before you say anything, I have a book that I'm reading right now, and it's the Celestine Prophecy. And when coincidences happen, that's when you're on the right path on Earth. Sounds deep, but
it does sound deep.
It doesn't sound deep?
It does.
Oh, okay. I was like, damn, I'm not gonna explain it no more. But so the book goes on to like, I think it's a Christian book, but it's a spiritual guide.
Yeah.
But it's a fiction novel about this guy, and they're finding the 9 insights of the church, right? And the priest and the good people are trying to keep this to themselves, but the government wants it because it's something that they need to hide from the world.
Yeah.
So I'm only on the 5th chapter, and it talks about coincidences. So what you just explained about, you know, like I couldn't have talked about that if I wanted to. And this is a book that I want to get into with the podcast. But it's just weird that you said that because we were just talking about your dad through religion, through that, like your dad was on his mission, 9/11. So then the next thing we talk about is what's happened. Or what did we said something. Oh, you're a coach.
Yeah.
And strength coaches. So we connected religion to what I want to pursue in life, what you want to pursue in life. And it made a coincidence of, oh, Zach, his birthday's on 9/11. Yeah. So it's just crazy. It's a weird book. And I don't know. A lot of people said they like that book. So I'm just reading it for like, in a sense, like a spiritual guide. You know, we're all becoming men after college. So I just wanted to read it. But it's just weird that you did that because the guy explains that you're on the right path not on earth, but like you're on a good path.
Yeah. I want to start reading some more books. You always talk about reading books. The thing is, I just never like know what to get. Like I'm really interested in like chess and like poker. So like I try to like find books about like
so
chess
you have
poker.
A gambling addiction.
No. I like just like the strategic aspect
he's like,
to it.
You got money.
But like,
that's good.
But like I like reading books, like learning about something I can actually
I have a book
apply
for you.
to.
I have a book for you, but I haven't read it. I gave it to my dad, and it's called The Art of War.
Oh yeah, you posted something about that, didn't you? No, maybe.
No, I think I told you that I got it from I might have told you, but the book talks about. I don't know if I'm wrong because I barely did it, but since my dad is like a boss of a group, he has to like their strategies. So the book talks about these like I think it's either 33 or 13 strategies of how to win war. So you could probably watch it or read it, and it talks about like how to win the person, how to.
Yeah.
But how they did it to win war back then.
Another book that I've, so I don't know, I like to watch the show Big Brother. It's like a reality show, but it's like.
Oh, okay. I think you're talking about the 2 bears.
You know what Survivor is?
Yeah.
The TV show. It's like that, but like in a house. And like one of the winners was talking about a book that you have to read before you go in. It's like how to make friends and win people over. It's the title's something like that. And it just talks about like how to develop good relationships and how to get people on your side. Because the whole goal of that game is like social manipulation.
Okay.
It's like I find that interesting. Not saying like I want to manipulate people.
Yeah, but that's
like,
good. That's good because now you're being aware of like who can manipulate you.
Yeah. I think that's interesting, like how you can like manipulate people to do certain things just by being a good talker and being a good listener. And stuff like that. And
like people are gonna listen to you. Yep.
Yeah.
It's like people posting on TikTok where the call to action in the beginning of videos like, wait, you need to hear this, and you're not gonna scroll because you might need to hear it.
Yeah.
And that's like manipulating the person to spend 7 more seconds on the video. You know, those kind of call to actions like, if you're an athlete, watch this.
Watch
and then,
this,
like those type of things. You're never going to scroll up because it's what you love to do. And I just thought that was pretty funny. There's that book, and then there's another book that my brother reads. Or I gave it to my brother for Christmas. I gave my whole family a book with a present. I went overboard. Like, I'm in debt. So, and it's the 33 Laws of Power, or the 40 Laws of Power. And it's a very powerful book. I want to read it until he's finished. I don't even think he started. But there's 40 Laws of Power, and Robert Greene, and I think you would like it because it's basically how to maneuver in the world and don't let anyone tell you what to do. And there's like laws to follow. Not that you have to follow them to the exact point, but it's like
things to help you out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool because I remember he was on a podcast with Joe Rogan, and I just liked
You
the
like
way that
Joe Rogan.
And I like Joe Rogan. So Joe Rogan was like, "Oh, that's a good book." So I was like, I'm gonna get it from my brother because I got them all books that I kind of want to read.
Yeah.
But then.
So you can read them after.
Yeah, but then I kind of got books for them directly. Like I was saying, my dad is in a way like a manager boss. So then I was like,
what do your parents do? I don't think I've ever asked that.
So my mom.
I don't know.
My mom used to work in EDS.
I don't know what's EDS.
So we go to a church called the Salvation Army, and it's a non-denominational. So it's basically it's Christianity, right? But it's like a subpart, just like any other church. So non-denominational, right? Like everything the Christian church believes.
Yeah.
So then my mom worked for the Salvation Army, but at DHQ, Divisional Headquarters. So that kind of sounds like a cop, but she worked for EDS, and she was the boss of it, Emergency Disaster Services. So my whole life, I've always helped the church or whatever, because we were always voluntold. We never volunteered, but my mom always told us to volunteer.
Yeah.
So like during Christmas, when you guys all got to go home, I was like making boxes for like kids and stuff. But you know, it's just like things to give back. Like in the moment, I'm like, I do not want to do this. Like, but then in the moment, I'm like,
and then it's good. Like
like some kids don't get presents. So then I'm there to be like, I can give a kid a present. So we've always been volunteered. So then my mom left that job for personal reasons that I shouldn't say. And then she now works with my dad at United Healthcare.
Oh, okay.
So my mom, I don't know the exact word, but she kind of she was doing what the Emergency Disaster Service program was, but with United Healthcare, but in a way of like helping kids.
Yeah.
Like this other weekend, she did a book fair for kids, and it's for little kids who are in need. So stuff like that. She's like they were teen pastors while my Thea was a pastor at that church. So the church we go to, my Thea was a pastor there for 15 years. So then she helped her and then went to DHQ when my Thea left.
Interesting. I don't mean to cut you off, but I was talking to some dude like a couple weeks ago.
Okay. Was this another coincidence?
No, not another coincidence.
Okay.
We were talking about like religion.
Okay.
And he is a religious person, and like he joined like the same church as me. But he said like one of the big reasons why he doesn't like going to churches is he feels like it's like a business now. Because like you know how like people like you gotta like pay tithing, or like I think other people call it like communion, and you have to like give 10%
offering, tithing
of like your gross income, like not like your net income.
I think it's 5% of what you make.
Yeah.
Or what you have.
My church says 10%, but it's different for
my church does
probably.
90. Just kidding. Dang, I really am a business.
So like he feels like it's a business because like you're giving money to these like people that are higher up in like their religion, and realistically you don't know what they're doing with it. Like they say like they're building temples and more churches and like doing all that, but he feels like you shouldn't have to pay to go to church. And he felt like he was obligated
to pay. Like it's like is God watching me if I don't pay?
Yeah, like he thinks like he's a bad person if he doesn't.
Yeah.
So that's one of the big reasons why he stopped. Like he's still spiritual and like does stuff like that, but that's one reason why he doesn't like go to any specific churches, because he doesn't want it to feel like a business. He just wants to go and learn about the word.
Just want to learn about the religion. And I think that's great because I saw it from a different perspective, being a little kid. And so you know the people outside of the stores doing kettles?
Yeah.
So I used to volunteer voluntold.
You used to do that?
I used to do that. And I would be like, singing the Christmas, another coincidence, singing Christmas songs, right? But I was doing it with my dad and all that.
Yeah.
So that's what the Salvation Army is, like to help people. But being a kid, I saw what the money was going to. And I'm going to say it was for good things. Like, my parents were teen pastors. So my Thea, who was the pastor of the church, like owned the church, she made it a point to give back to the kids. Because if you give back to the kids and the kids take God home, that means the parents are going to be like, hey, what'd you learn today at Wednesday night? And they're going to be like, oh, I learned that God loves us. So then they're going to be like, wow, that church is powerful. So then if you bring the kids, then the parents are going to come with
follow.
Yeah. Yep. So then, my Thea made it a point to get the money. But then there's things that I don't understand. They have to pay for electricity. But I understand, like, some people, when they give their money, they're like, what just happened? They want to know the answers. And, like, I don't really know the answers. And I was so next to it. But I would hope it's... I would hope that God puts something in the people who have the money to put it to good things.
Yeah.
But also, I kind of argued with my parents about it. I've always argued with them. And it was a way of, like, not telling them, like, why do we even go to church? But it was a way of, like, why can't we just have our own relationship with God? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Like,
because I feel like
person.
Yeah, I feel like church is a sense of unity, communion, like community. Yeah, like, hey, McKay, want to come to church with me? Like, we'll be together with God. But then, like, that's great because now you're leading people to God.
But you got to focus on yourself.
You have to focus on yourself, like, because
your own relationship.
Yeah, because
with God.
When that person's not there, what's going to happen? Or we're in that community. So that's what my parents always said. So then that's why I got so much into meditation and all that. Because I was like, you know what? Like, I'm telling people about God, or people are like, hey, what church you go to, Zach? And then I'm like, wow, am I really portraying it? So that's why I've always practiced it, like meditation, because meditation can go different ways. It's in different religions. So I've always liked to delve myself into other religions because, in a way, didn't God create those religions too? So then that's why I'm only a 21-year-old, so I'm not going to be like, this is the answer. Like, I'm still learning.
Yeah.
So, but I think that's great to, like, for that guy to understand that don't leave the church because of a money issue or something. Like, go to a different church if you feel like your money is being, you know what I'm talking about? Like, you're going to feel it. But then I would just say, like, focus on you. Don't give your money if you don't want to. Like,
as long as your relationship with God is good.
Yep.
Like,
because
that's all
God does not care about money. He does not care about how many people are at church. He does not care about the church it's at. He doesn't care if we did church right now in this hotel room. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, you're still praising God wherever you do and whatever you do.
Yeah, and he'll love you no matter what. Like, that's what a lot of people don't understand. Like, I see a lot of people like,
God doesn't love me.
And like, and like people like with depression, anxiety, and like they refuse to go to church and they don't think it like works. And maybe it doesn't, but it's like it's worth a shot to try to build a relationship with them.
But see, that's where I would be like, hey, just guide them. Just show them what God did for you so that they can follow. Not to like, hey, man, you need church. Like, you wouldn't go up to someone who's really sad or depressed and be like, you need church. But you could show them the love of God, or you could show them what God has done for you. So that's why I've always been like, hey, I did meditation. And then the people are like, oh, man, I love meditation. I'm like, okay, now take a next step and be like, meditate with God. Whereas you feel like a sense of something's watching you, something's reflecting over you.
Which
you know what I mean?
Essentially what like praying is.
Prayer
basically
is, that's what I'm saying.
Meditating with God.
Yep. Because my parents always go back to it when I used to say like I meditate, and I just feel like I'm being not watched, but I feel like it's not just me in the room. Not like scary or anything. But there was a part in the Bible where God or Jesus was, they say he was meditating with prayer, of talking to God. And I always just think of that like he wasn't talking to God at all. He was just reflecting on how God was thinking, how he felt. Yeah. And I just think that's special.
Yeah, I think it's all interesting. The whole
spiritual
stuff,
religion, spiritual. Like we're not. Do we really know? No.
Yeah.
But what we do know is faith, and just like faith, like you know what wind is, right? Because you see the leaves blowing, you see it, but do you really see wind?
Yeah, you don't.
But you have faith. That wind is there. Yep.
That's why I'm not scared to die, but I'm kind of scared to die because like I just don't know what's gonna happen.
You don't know what's gonna happen.
So it's like, shoot, like what if I just die and it's just like blackness forever?
Yeah.
You're just like,
you reincarnate to a Tanner Bundy. Like you're just the dark Bundy. But yeah, see, like that's what I'm saying. Cause I used to always cry as a little kid. I never told anyone this, but as a little kid, I didn't cry because I was scared to die. I was scared of my parents dying.
Yeah.
Because in like elementary school, from when we moved to do like preschool and first grade, I used to always cry for my dad for some reason. So my mom used to bribe me with a peanut M&M. So if I got 7 peanut M&Ms at the end of the week, I get to go to GameStop and buy a game. But I never got the 7 because I would cry.
Yeah.
So it was just a feeling of like, if I don't see my dad today, I feel like he's gonna die at work or like stuff like that. It was like an overthinking. I don't know why I had that fear.
Do you still have to see your parents every day?
Huh?
Do you still feel like you need to see your parents every day?
Yes. And I feel like I need to see like the family.
Yeah.
Not every day, but like every week. Like when we get back from this trip, I'll see them Sunday.
Yeah.
No matter what. Like
I feel like I don't see my family that much. I probably should see them more. Like obviously they'll come down to like games sometimes, but like I don't go home for the summer. I only go home for like a week at Christmas. So like I'm really only like with them for like a whole week.
For a little bit.
Like a year. Like they'll come, like they're coming next week to the ACU game. So I'll see them for like 2 or 3 days, but it's not like we're together the whole time because they're at like a hotel and I got practices in class and stuff. So that's something I should probably try to do a better job at, is like getting in touch with my family. But they all live in different places. Like my sister's in Northern California, my other sister's in Utah, my brother's in Utah, my parents are in Modesto, I'm in Arizona. So it's just like it's hard to like
the only times that you guys get together is holidays where they're going to be there.
And it's not even like that anymore because both my sisters are married. So like they rotate holidays every other year.
Oh yeah, like their family.
Yeah, going to their husbands' families and stuff. So
that's like, something I'm not ready for, is like marriage. And since I'm a guy, the girl, whatever says goes. Yeah. And see, that's where I'm going to have a hard time adapting because I love my family so much. And the family dilemma of like a Mexican household is like, see you all the time. Yeah. Like, when I say goodbye to you, I know I'm seeing you the next day.
Yeah.
Like, it's just weird.
Yeah, that is going to be weird, like, not seeing, like, my family. Because, like, my sisters, what they do is they just every other year. So, like, one year, like this last Christmas, they were with us. But next Christmas, they're both going to be with their husbands' families. So, like, next Christmas.
No presents for you.
Yeah, next Christmas is just going to be me, my brother, and my mom and dad. Like, that's all it's going to be there. It's just going to be us 4, which is weird because this past year, there was 9 of us in the house.
Yeah.
So it was like a packed house. Now there's only going to be 4. So, yeah. And both my sisters are having kids, so there would be even more. So, yeah.
Yeah, you are having a lot of nephews, huh? Or because I've seen Always the Baby.
Yeah, I have one nephew right now, and then both my sisters are pregnant. One of them is pregnant with a girl. The other one doesn't know yet. So I'm going to have a niece, and then I already have a nephew, and I could have another niece or nephew. They're
going to call you Uncle Bun or Uncle McKay, or is it Theo McKay?
Uncle McKay.
I was going to say, are you Mexican? Theo McKay?
My nephew right now, he's like stranger danger, and I don't get to see him that often, so it takes him a while to warm up to me. So like Christmas time, I had to work hard for him to even let me like hold his hand or hold him.
If my uncle or Theo's last name was Bundy, I mean, I'd be scared too. Like,
come on, man.
I'd be like, bro, you stranger danger, get away from me. Come on, Mom, pick me up. But that's funny that you said that, because what is your favorite holiday? Is it Christmas?
Christmas.
I got to go with Easter.
I'm going to say Christmas. I like 4th of July a lot, too.
4th of July?
Yeah.
Damn, that's underrated.
Because it's just like barbecue, hanging out with friends and family, like swimming, doing fun stuff. I have a funny
story of 4th of July.
Nah, I mean, I have not a funny story, but
I'm
not going to share my story.
Well, what'd you guys do with the firework? What'd you do with the firework?
Nothing. Nothing with the firework.
Oh. His dad said, come here, son. We're going to shoot you in the sky.
I was like always like a little bit scared of fireworks. So I was like, dang, like what if one of like the little ashes comes down and just like sparks and like lights everything on fire? I was like, dang.
So my Theo, the one that I was explaining, or in the last episode, I was talking about golf and stuff. I haven't gotten invited to golf ever since because he saw my swing, and I was like, yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, I'm bad at golf, too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he used to go on the top of our house because in our backyard, we used to have a pool back where I used to live in Avondale. And it was the little, you know how when you walk outside, and then above is like the patio top?
Yeah, yeah.
And then it's the pool.
Top. And you can like jump from the patio top.
So then the pool. He was putting fireworks up there. But he forgot that we're not going to be able to hear each other when the fireworks are going off. Like, so he kept thinking when they were going off, like, more. So he kept putting more down, but we were like, no, stop. So then his very, like, third one, he let it on fire, and it went like this.
Oh, it tilted
and so
over.
it pointed, and just started going crazy in our backyard. There's a video somewhere. I think of my brother, and it's just screaming. Like,
you guys don't have grass in your backyard, do you?
It was turf, but it didn't catch on fire.
Okay.
It used to be turf, but there was a pool, so everybody was dressed up, right? 4th of July. Like, we're already out the pool. No one was going swimming, and we all were in the pool. Like,
dang.
Because he thought we were saying more, and he was like this.
He was
he was like, yeah, he was like, oh, they like I spent money because he would go to Mexico and buy the fireworks.
Oh, so he would get like some illegal fireworks.
He would get the illegal fireworks, like
the big ones,
grenades, and I'm like, what? He used to get like these turtle ones that used to like blow up.
You guys never got in trouble for that, like citations from police officers?
There was cops that would come next to us, like they would pull up and just like, how does he have that? Like,
yeah,
right? But they would never. They would just tell him, like, all right, calm down. Or,
you know what I was just thinking about? How we mentioned grass. One thing that's so weird about Arizona is how there's just no grass. It's like in California. In California, every single house has like grass in the front yard.
That is true.
Grass in the backyard. I go here, like I scroll through the neighborhood, it's just rocks.
Rocks or
which
artificial.
is nice because I'd like mow the lawn, and I hated mowing the lawn.
Oh man.
But that's just like a weird thing. I mean, I guess we're in the desert, so grass probably doesn't grow well, but I like having like the grass. It looks really cool in the front yards.
Yeah, you probably used to do like the baseball designs of like the light green and the dark green color.
And you can like play in like the grass. Like we would set up like slip and slides. You can't set up a slip and slide and like some rocks. Like you can't do that.
Yeah, because at my old house we used to have my old like when I was a kid. We used to have real grass. And I don't think I've ever had real grass in the backyard again because the house I'm living right now is turf. So yeah, you make a good point.
But I mean, I guess turf wouldn't be bad. I wouldn't mind.
It's not bad. It's just like the dog poop and all that is just marinating in.
Yeah, but I feel like artificial turf, like if you get some good ones, like it can look really cool.
It does look
and
nice.
And you don't have to like maintain it. I just don't know like the cost, like how much is it like pricey to get turf or not?
I'm pretty sure it's cheaper than buying like a lawnmower and then, the stuff you have to put in it, and then when it gets winter and it gets yellow, you don't have to take care of it. Yeah. The only thing that I hate about grass is running in it, and then the little grass picks up. And then it gets all in your socks. Yeah. I've always been annoyed to that. That's a baseball thing.
That's one reason. Fun fact: one reason I don't like I'm not an outdoors person, and baseball's played outdoors, and I was just like,
I'm gonna stay inside. Oh, I can tell you like staying inside. Yeah, I can tell you like the.
Yeah, but like camping, like none of that.
Like, I like camping.
If I'm on like an RV or something or like a cabin, it's cool. But I'm not trying to be in a tent like outside, stinky, smelly, dirty. Like that doesn't appeal to me.
Oh, that's fun. We did a cabin with my family. It was like 15 of us in a house.
Well, yeah, cabin's fun, but I'm not trying to like be in a tent. Like I needed somewhere to shower, poop.
So you never been camping?
Or no, I have. Like when I was a kid, it was cool because like when I was a kid, I didn't care. Like I didn't care. Like not saying I didn't care about my hygiene, but like. I was less worried. Like
no deodorant.
Like I was less worried about it when I was like 5 or 6 years old. Like I was just trying to go out and have fun. So like we used to go camping at beaches. So like we'd go to like Santa Cruz Beach.
And you would camp there?
Not on the beach, but there's campsites like right next to the beach. So, like there's campsites, and like you go down some stairs and it's the beach.
So there's like the trees and all that.
Like there's trees and stuff, crazy. Like campfires and stuff, and it's really nice. So we'd like all camp. We get like 2 campsites right next to each other, like our whole family, and then. Like we camp for like 3 days, and like one day we go down to the beach. The next day we go to the boardwalk, which has like a bunch of rides and stuff like that. And the next day we go to like Capitola and go shopping and all like the shops and stuff. So
all smelly.
Cool. No, they have showers there, but even when you shower there, you don't feel clean. It's like the showers aren't like maintained well.
Yeah, it's like some of our GSAC schools.
Yeah,
showers.
It's like that.
It's like a Hope's shower. Jesus.
No, Hope's shower, bro. I smell like sewer water in there.
We didn't even do halftime in there. But yeah, y'all got us.
Nah, I was about to puke. It smelled so bad.
Yeah, weren't you like you were?
Bro, I was gagging. I don't like it. Like that smell was so bad. I've never smelled anything that bad.
Yeah, my bag is just. I had to wash my bag when I got home. Put the bag in the washer.
Yeah.
So talking about childhood and going through all of that. Do you think you're living the life of your dreams?
I mean, I always thought it was going to be baseball instead of basketball. But, like, I'd say yes still because, like, I always wanted to play college baseball. And then it switched to basketball, which is fine. So, like, I feel like I'm living my dream because my dream was to play college sports. So, that's what I'm doing.
When did you realize that you wanted to be like, oh, I think I could do college sports? Or, hey, man, this might be an option?
Well, I didn't think I could play college, like, basketball until, like, my junior year.
Of high school?
Yep. Yeah, I was like, I think I can maybe do it. And senior year came around, I had a good senior year, so I was like, I could probably do it. But the only offer I had coming out of my senior year was here, and then I had
so you could have came here early?
Yeah, but the thing is that at that time, they still didn't have their gym, their team, like our team wasn't that good, and at the time I still would have had to pay a little bit of money.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know if that's what I want to do. So I went
JUCO.
That's
crazy. I didn't know that. I didn't know that you could have.
So I could have came in like the same year as you.
Yeah. You could have been with like me and Jerry like for 4 years.
Yeah, I know. And Eli. I guess Eli probably. What year did Eli graduate? 2018.
He came in the year
before?
I think 2 years before me, or the first year before me.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, he started school. He's as old as us,
Yeah, I know.
but he started school. He was like a freshman, 16-year-old, 17-year-old.
Yeah, I could have been here for a while, but I went JUCO and then took a year off because of COVID, and then came here. So.
Dang. So what made you like want to come back to Ottawa? Like,
well, they offered me a full ride, so.
Oh, okay. So then they were like, yeah.
And there wasn't like, I had other schools like talking like during COVID. I had one school hit me up and they were like, "Can you come here like now?" I was like,
yeah, like get in the plane. We have it right now.
Because like it was COVID and like a bunch of people were dropping out and like getting COVID and like couldn't play. So they, like teams didn't have players. So like they just called me like, "Can you come now?" I was like, I'm good. I don't want to just like go to a random school. And it was in like Nebraska. So I was like, I'm
I'd rather go to Arizona. And you're closer to home than you are to Nebraska.
And Arizona's a nice state. I'm not trying to live in Nebraska. I don't like the cold.
Yeah.
Even though I said I like to sleep cold, I'd rather be hot like during the day than it be freezing cold.
And you'd probably enough of the tan jokes. But you would see no sun in Nebraska until.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna be 10 times wider than I am now.
Yeah.
If that's even possible.
Like next year around this time, you're gonna be. That sun's gonna get you. That melanin.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Melanin.
I'm gonna tan this summer. That's a goal of mine.
You're
to
gonna
get
tan?
darker.
Dude, one time my sister bought this like black stuff, and you put it on your skin.
Yeah, that's my girlfriend has like that tanning lotion. It's like in a I think
And
it's like
like
brown, and you just like rub it in and then go out in the sun. But I get sunburned, so I can't really tan.
No, you just gotta get over that hump.
No, I can't.
Just have aloe vera. Tell your girl to plant an aloe vera tree in the backyard and just cut it. It's nasty smell.
But I get sunburned bad. Jace, I know Jace. He has a picture of me when we went
when
to,
you
like,
guys
the
at
beach.
Cali?
Yeah, my bag was so. I think you've seen it. It's so sunburned.
I think you came back to our. Didn't you have open gym? You came back and we had open gym, and you were a rat or something.
Probably. No, I came back and went into quarantine.
That's right. That's when you were gagging in and out, right? It's the tomatoes.
That was a couple of days before. It wasn't the COVID that was making me throw up. I think it was food poisoning because.
So don't eat at the In-N-Out on Bell.
It was just a one-time thing. I've had In-N-Out since, and nothing ever was wrong. It was just that one time I just ate it.
Dude, yeah, because I remember walking into the locker room, and you're like on your floor. You're on all your fours in the bathroom.
Bro, so I like ate it at like 11. And then like I went back to my dorm room and I was laying down. I was like, bro, like I don't feel good. Like I feel like nauseous and stuff. And then like we had weights and stuff. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna go to weights. And we were doing like the beginning workouts. And I was like, all right, I gotta leave.
Yeah,
so
we were barely doing high knee lunges.
I threw up and then I came back and I was gonna keep going. And Coach Hearn's like, are you all right? And I was like, yeah, I'm all right. I did a few more exercises. So I just went to the locker room, laid down, and then I was gonna go play open gym. And Coach Keeley saw him. He's like, "You're good. Just leave.
Yeah,
like you were in the middle of August, like one open gym. Like, you're gonna be fine." So I just went home, and then I went to sleep, or I showered, went to sleep, and then I woke up and I felt better.
There's only been one time I think I had food poisoning, and I think I ate salmonella or something, like bad chicken. And dude, my number 2 was just water. Like I was peeing out of other holes. But it was so bad because I was like,
Are you sure you didn't have diarrhea? Maybe you just had diarrhea. That happens sometimes.
It does happen sometimes, but this is not, I don't think, the perfect time to talk about this. But because I've only had food poisoning like once, and I remember it vividly, and it was bad. So yeah, I can relate to you because you were throwing it up.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty, and I don't like throwing up either. So I'd rather it come out like my butt than come out my mouth.
Yeah, thank you for that, McKay. I think we all wish that. Okay, so last question: What do you wish that I would have asked you, or what do you wish that we could have talked about? And I kind of said on the last episodes, like, you could be as selfish as you want to be right now, and You're basically asking the question and answering it yourself.
I wish we would have talked about my football days when I played football. I was like that at football.
Bro, that picture that surfaced our
as much as
our
people,
group chat.
as much as like it looked like I'd be trash, like I was actually pretty good. Like I'm not trying to like hype myself up or anything, but I was like solid.
What makes you think you're so solid?
Well, I scored a lot of touch. Like my first year ever playing football, like ever. Like I'd never played football, never did nothing. I scored like 17 touchdowns in 10 games.
Jesus.
I scored a touchdown. I scored
just
at
an
least a
athlete,
touchdown
bro.
a game.
You're just
but I
an
only
athlete.
played. That was in like third grade. So like
Yeah.
I was going up against a bunch of third graders. But I mean,
you had like
still,
a buzz cut. You were a different McKay. That was a.
and I was shorter. Like I wasn't tall. So I
Low
was
to
like
the ground.
I was a little bit faster.
What were you, a running back?
Yeah. Well, we ran like a offense.
Yeah,
like
they're like give McKay the ball.
No,
Type.
it was a wing T offense. So it was like there's
I
like
know. Yeah.
3 running backs in the backfield. Like there's 2 wings and then there's a running back. So I was like one of the wings, and we had a bunch of like running plays. So
Was
I
your
like
dad the
basically a running
coach?
back. No.
Oh, okay, because the picture he's wearing.
Yeah, he coached that year was my 7th grade year, and he coached my little brother's team. So like there's junior, novice, JV, varsity, and he coached the junior novice team, which is like the 6 and 7 year olds. I was
Kiwi.
like, yeah, I was like
Kiwi.
one of like I think I was 11 or 12 at the time.
Dang.
Yeah.
Was your football days fun though? Like.
Yeah, I loved game days. I hated the practices. The practices were long, a lot of running. It was hot.
Pads.
With all the pads. I don't miss the practices, but I miss the games. Game days were so fun.
What was it like hitting someone, especially at 7th grade?
It was fun. It was fun to hit people, except the linemen. Like when we do like Oklahoma drills and stuff, you never want to go up like with the linemen because the linemen are like just bowling balls. Yeah. But it was fun.
That's the joke I have with Coach Hearn, that if we went 1v1 Oklahoma, I'm coming out on top.
Oh yeah, I hate tackling short stubby people are the worst people.
Yeah, I'm gonna get him.
So low
I'm gonna
to the
get
ground.
him. I'm gonna get him.
And
we're gonna do
now,
it.
Like I'm way taller now, so it's even worse. Like then I was a little bit shorter, so it was a little bit better. But
you were like 5'6" back.
Worse.
7th grade, 4'11".
7th grade, I was like 5'4".
Jesus, that's when I got my growth spurt. That's when I got my growth spurt from 3 feet to 5. I was like, oh, I'm tall. So yeah.
All right.
That was a good episode, McKay.
Thank you.
So, do you want to put
Appreciate you
any?
being on.
Oh yeah, that's 2 in a row. That because Evan said that too.
No.
And now you said it. So, yeah, no problem. You guys are my teammates, but teammates and friends.
Yeah.
I don't forget that. But do you want to put any of your socials down, or not for anyone to look at, but just for if they liked your story and they're like, I want to give McKay a follow, or
I mean,
like
probably just Instagram. It'd be McKay Bundy _27.
Yeah, and not Ted Bundy, McKay Bundy.
Yeah, McKay Bundy.
It's like all the fangirling Ted Bundy accounts.
I just get Ted Bundy accounts following me after this.
Like they found you on Ancestry.com. Give me the mouse swab. Okay, so I think that is it for our episode with me and McKay Bundy. Follow this podcast's Instagram at Zachary's _Metamorphosis, where the E is a 3 and the 2 O's are zeros. Once again, at Zachary _Metamorphosis. And thank you for listening. And remember to always come back to the breath.